Ladies and gentlemen, when we think of Canada, we think of a nation that prides itself on diversity, democracy, and the freedoms we hold dear. Yet, beneath the surface of our seemingly unshakable independence lies a complicated truth. Canada is not as independent as we often assume. Our constitution, our political framework, and even our very head of state connect us to the United Kingdom, and more specifically, the Crown. While Canada is a sovereign nation in many respects, the British monarch, now King Charles III, remains our constitutional head of state. This is more than a symbolic tie. It is a reminder of a colonial history that we have yet to fully unravel. Consider this. The King's presence in our system is not simply ceremonial. It represents an enduring link to a monarchy whose relevance to the modern Canadian identity is increasingly questioned. Some Canadians find comfort in these historical ties, viewing them as a part of our heritage. But others see it as an outdated relic, one that raises uncomfortable questions about our ability to define ourselves, wholly independent of Britain. Now, let's address an even darker cloud hanging over this institution. King Charles, like other members of the royal family, has long been associated with the late Jimmy Savile, man posthumously revealed as one of Britain's most prolific sexual predators. Their friendship spanned decades, and while Charles himself was not implicated in Savile's crimes, the association cannot be ignored. It raises questions about the judgment of those in power, and about the company kept by those we regard as symbolic figures of unity and morality. For a nation like Canada, which has sought to chart its own course, such connections feel like baggage from another era. They do not reflect the values we claim to stand for, values of transparency, justice, and independence. How can we, in good conscience, continue to maintain ties to an institution that has been complicit in so much harm, directly or indirectly, throughout history? True independence is more than political autonomy. It is also a cultural and psychological declaration of self-determination. For Canada, this means reevaluating our ties to the Crown. It means asking ourselves whether our continued allegiance to a foreign monarchy serves our nation or simply binds us to a history of colonialism and complicity. Canada is a nation of innovation, resilience, and promise. We have built something extraordinary. Here's something worthy of full and unencumbered sovereignty. It's time to start acting like the independent nation we aspire to be.